Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Peterson, and this is my third and final learning teaching interaction. The different chapters in the articles that I'm focusing on for this assignment are all really important to know if you're interested in the field of family life education. In chapter 3, we learn about principles of program evaluation. Program evaluation is a systematic method for collecting, analyzing, and using information to answer questions about projects, policies, and programs, particularly about their effectiveness and efficiency. Program evaluation is seen by most family life educators as a necessary evil. I think that it would be difficult as well, just like in this class, to create a program and then receive negative feedback. However, it's part of the process. Program evaluation can be used in positive ways as well to gather information to make the program stronger. It's helpful to have the program introduced to many different individuals so that you can get a true idea of how effective it is. Another necessary part of having a great program is to have an established vision statement. Vision statements are shared expressions of program staff. The vision describes what they want the program to accomplish by focusing on the end result. A shared vision is essentially to answer the question, what do we want to create? Vision statements are very powerful because they include many different ideas that contribute to where the program will actually focus. There can be multiple important ideas in the program, and when they all feed off of each other, the program itself is stronger and better improved. Once everything for the foundation of the program is all set up, you move toward gathering evaluation data. There are several reasons to gather evaluation data, which include assessment of participant progress, guiding program decisions, refining program processes, specifying program elements, establishing the merit of specific viewpoints, or maximizing program effects. Without completing program evaluation, all of the hard work and time that went into the creation of the program would go to waste. The end goal is to make a difference and not just simply give a random lecture that does nothing. So as we move forward in Appendix E, which is called Ethics and Family Life Education, we learn that since there are instances where family life educators can do harm, professional conduct should be guided by professional standards. In the same way that conduct is guided by doctors, social workers, and marriage and family therapists. To me, this couldn't make more sense. In any organized field, there have to be guidelines and safety procedures in order to protect all that are involved. And this just proves that the field of family life education is valid and sound. The ethical principles and guidelines for family scientists were drafted by the Family Science section of National Council on Family Relations, or NCFR, and unanimously approved at the April 1998 meeting of the NCFR Board of Directors. It's important to know that these guidelines, used by all family scientists, were agreed on unanimously. There was a lot of time and effort that went into creating the very code that would be used in this field. The next portion of reading that I reviewed was an article called Professional Ethics and Practice. Within this article, we learned that the growth and maturity of family life education means that the age of innocence is past, and family life practitioners have to acknowledge that they can do harm. A huge part of family life education is knowing how to use ethics. There are too many different sensitive situations that can occur where harm can be done, and this obviously is not the goal. And this is why there was a process created to make ethical decisions. The steps are as follows. Step 1, identification of relationships. Step 2, application of principles. Step 3, identification of contradictions or tensions. Step 4, identification of possible solutions. Step 5, selection of action or actions. And all of this information is necessary for family life educators to make ethical choices and actions regarding the specific situation they're in. And that's because it can be used for case-by-case decisions. So the next article I'll cover is called Boundaries Between Parent and Family Life Education and Family Therapy. It is in this article that the levels of family involvement for parent and family educators are outlined. Level 1 is minimal emphasis on family. Level 2 is information and advice. Level 3 is feelings and support. Level 4 is brief focused intervention. Level 5 is family therapy. It's critical to know at what level to interact within family life education. And this goes back to the principle of knowing that there can be harm done. Therefore, knowing the appropriate action is imperative. The levels of family involvement for parent and family life educators was created to draw a clear line between education and therapy, which is a question that comes up frequently in this field. However, these levels have been critiqued. In the last article in this section, which is called Reconceptualizing the Domain and Boundaries of Family Life Education, we learn about 3 concerns related to these 5 levels. They are first, that it conceptualizes family life education and family therapy in a hierarchical relationship. Second, it presents a description of family life education that is inconsistent with the superficial and sometimes inaccurate criteria. It presents the description of family life education that is inconsistent with the established definition. Third, it distinguishes between family life education and family therapy using superficial and sometimes inaccurate criteria. And I think that these areas of concern are valid. However, I do think that the model is helpful as well. There has to be an understanding of what's appropriate for a family life educator. So in my opinion, both views should be observed. So I really enjoyed the things I learned in these different readings because it highlights how much depth family life education has, and there's so many different things that someone needs to know in order to do their job correctly and effectively. So it makes me appreciate the work a lot more. So I hope that you were able to learn something from my summary as well, and thank you for watching.